my guy, those spotters, I mean, that is so critical keeping you out of trouble here, where everybody is, what they're doing behind you. Look at Hamlin, he's right here with Dale Jr. pushing on his rear bumper, trying to push him back to the lead.
You know one of the problems with what the spotter does here? There's so much information they're giving you that it's hard for you to decipher which one is the most important to take in.
I totally agree.
Ooh, boys. Full face helmets, big containment headrests. Very little peripheral vision. Huge blind spots in these cars. The spotter is the driver's lifeline.
If they could see what we see,
they might not do this.
They wouldn't be doing this.
That's what Kevin Harvick said yesterday. He was in the booth for the Xfinity race. He said, this looks wild from up here. Yes, it does.
The winner man there, Clint Boyer, shot out there into the lead.
Middle all clear. Only 2 wide behind you now. Bottom with the advantage. The top's coming, though.
The top is Hamlin in the 11.
Yeah, you better close that door in a hurry.
Still half back. Get back to the bottom for a second. Make it back to the top quick. Half back.
Oh, didn't quite make it to the top.
There's your push.
Tried.
Outside. You got help coming.
This is why part of a spotter's job is not just telling them where that car behind them is coming, but how they're stacked up behind them 5 back, because that's where the energy gets created to create that momentum shift.
That was Brett Griffin, Clint Boyer's spotter, as he tries to hold off Denny Hamlin on the outside.
Yeah, I like that energy thing, and I like the push. Your line has the push.
Top inside is coming to you. 3 rows through that through.
Now that's Chris Lambert, Hamlin's spot.
2. 6 car down the loop. Coming out behind them.
You see Boyer being really aggressive there, going up the sidewalk, and then Miller corner on the 11.
Where they are leaning on each other right now. I tell you, there's everything but touchy.
Jamie.
Well, the 6 of Trevor Bainey's the second car on the outside. I talked to Matt Fuchsia's crew chief this morning. He said, we're pretty good at these style of tracks, but the problem is we haven't had many friends in the last few years because we haven't proven we have a lot of speed. Well, suddenly, both the 6 and the 7 team, a lot of speed this weekend, and suddenly the Ford team's coming to them this morning. There was a big meeting. We want to work together. We want to work with you guys and be friends, and that's why you've seen the 17 and now the 6 running the front.
I don't know about friends.
Maybe.
How about we just be competitors?
They might be friends in lap 93. They might could be friends at 10 to go.
Competition here.
Now right in the middle, that car with the black hood. The red numeral 4 on top. That is Kevin Harvick in the middle lane. About 4 cars back, Matt.
Mike, 38 weekends spending it on the road at a racetrack. The spotters all have certain areas where they stand each weekend, but when they come to Talladega, you'll see them move around 10 feet of them. Harvick's spotter told me he will move around to the cars that are around Harvick. That way, they can do a lot of hand gestures to try to save time.
Tell you what, Hilbert drivers got a top 3 finish here in the Xfinity Series.
He's going to wear out a pair of shoes like Dave Eck, but they're not with the same guy very long.
I think it's a huge advantage to have a spotter who has racing experience. They've been out there in these conditions. They know what to expect. They know what they need out of a spotter and the information. So Tim Vito, one of the best, but a lot of these spotters have racing experience.
And look where Earnhardt's gone. Up into that top 3, single file, in front of all the 3 wide behind them.
Like the guys that get multitask. You just think about it. You got guys to your left, guys to your right, guy push, guy in front of you, spotter talking to you. There's so much going on every lap around this racetrack. You got to be able to multitask and handle that.
Whatever Junior wasn't doing right a few laps back, he's doing it all right now. He's come to the front. We saw right there the 27, Paul Menard left the door open. He was trying to push Dale Earnhardt Jr., and that opened up an opportunity for Joey Logano.
Logano in the yellow Ford, the 22. Jimmy Johnson right alongside in the 48.
Well, that cost Paul Menard about 10, 12 positions. He's all the way at the back of this group now.
Yeah, you know, remember I told you about the volcano and the smoking? I think we starting to spark. I think we starting to spark a little bit.
Hey guys, we talk about Hamlin a little bit. I look at Jimmy Johnson in that 48 car up inside the top 10. That last trip to pit road, Chad Canals put 4 fresh Goodyear tires. He restarted deep in the field.
And here comes Junior. Behind Hamlin, Dale Jr. comes to 2nd place.
And he just, get ready, she's getting ready to erupt.
Oh yeah, here it comes. He's got a big run coming right here. Not going to be able to quite make it because the 4 car's down inside. You go back to Jimmy Johnson at 48. Remember the issues they had in Daytona? He spun out pretty much by himself. They didn't qualify good. They qualified deep in the field today, but I do think they've improved the handling on that 48 car.
Matt?
Mike, they ran 5 laps in practice, typically like they normally do at plate races, by themselves. Early in the race, the car was on the free side. The first 2 runs, they made some adjustments. The last stop, no changes on the 48. This is the best it's been all day, and it shows.
Well, Johnson restarted back in 19th position. Earnhardt restarted 18th. They both come to the top 5. 13 laps to go in stage 2. Keep it right here, and you won't miss a moment from Talladega. Denny Hamlin's Toyota, Kevin Harvick's Ford, and Jimmy Johnson's Chevrolet. Out front, a lot of jockeying in the pack there as Casey Kane and teammate Dale Earnhardt Jr. move to the high side.
Yeah, bobbing and weaving right now. Hope we don't bob and rip. We'll be okay, but that bobbing and weaving is driving me crazy.
On the right, the 14 of Boyer and the 88 of Earnhardt. There was contact there.
Big time. That back there.
That's a domino effect behind them. Boy, look at the great move Larson made.
He shot the gap to the inside.
So what happened? The 5 car, the 77 came up, the 5 went a little higher, the 88 was behind him. That opened up the door for the 14 to try to go inside, but he sort of second-guessed it and delayed on that move, and that's when Junior came back down and they made contact.
And that 77 is Eric Jones. First time we've called his name today. A number, he is up into the top 5. Great race for the rookie, Matt.
Great work by his spotter, the High Plains drifter, Rick Corelli, the veteran, and Eric Jones. They broke that 77 from the back to the front. What happened on that pit stop? Congestion on pit road. He was blocked in. Their strategy was fuel only. They lost so many positions. They went back out, came back, and got 4 tires. Great work, though, working to the front.
I'm liking 4 tires. That 48 got 4 tires. The 77 got 4 tires. Tires may not help any, but I sure do like them.
At the end of stage 1, Denny Hamlin stopped with 3 laps to go in the stage. He's led all of stage 2. And Larry, I know those other crew chiefs were paying attention to that.
Yeah, Mike, this is a little different scenario. I mean, I will never rule anything out, because if you pit now, you're not even thinking about the stage. You're thinking about trying to win the race, which is important, but you'd still have to stop another time. So I don't see anything gained by pitting before the end of the stage.
Okay. 7 to go in stage 2.
Right now, with everything I see, they just want to make sure they have a race car at the end of this race.
Just get to the end of this stage.
Ty Dillon to the inside of Dale Jr. That's Joey Logano just ahead. And next week, we're under the lights on FS1 at the Kansas Speedway out in Great Plains, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That'll be the 11th race of the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup season.
We'll click our heels and bring it right on home to you.
Is your dog's name Toto?
Yeah.
All right.
Did your dog bite?
It's not my dog.
You too.
We'll be appearing here all week.
Okay, guys, I continue to rethink this strategy just a little bit. If you are somebody like Matt Kenseth, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., maybe even Austin Dillon, Ryan Newman, you know you're probably not in a position to win this stage or even get stage points. Maybe you do come before they close pit road with 2 laps to go before the end of the stage. Get the track position. Regardless, everyone would have to still make one more stop before the end of the race. So we'll keep our eye open here in the next 3 or 4 laps.
The only thing I worry about that is trying to get on pit road when they're all bunched up like this. You ought to get run over trying to make some strategy like that work.
Well, we'll find out shortly as we come to 5 to go in stage 2.
Yeah, the thing that worries me, DW, on that strategy is it's so easy to make mistakes. Not only causing a big crash with the group behind you or outside of you trying to get to pit road, it's so easy to lock the tires up getting on pit road. It's so easy to slide through your box. You can easily lose the race right here.
I hate to keep piling on to this strategy, but if you're not close to that lead pack, if you're not close to the leader, if you're in the back of that pack, you'll lose a lap also. Remember, Denny Hamlin barely cleared it, and he was near the front. So there's a lot of things to consider when you go off on this strategy.
Agree, Michael.
Kyle Busch has done everything but got to the lead. He's led 9 laps twice, in 2 times for 9 laps in this race. Currently holding station in 6th place.
Did he say they've got mojo?
Yes, that's what he said.
I'll tell you, he's got some mojo. Look who's going the inside, Ryan Blaney.
Now, Kyle Larson bounced off the wall earlier after a nudge from his teammate. What's up now with the 42?
Wow! Oh my gosh! Getting aggressive.
Did you see that?
Awesome move by the 21, the 42 of Kyle Larson. Charging issue on that 42. They may utilize the stage 2 caution to change out batteries.
Mike, that move that Blaney made in that 21 car, you better believe that spotter is telling him that it's clear, because otherwise there would have been a heck of a wreck.
We saw him make some big, bold, aggressive moves at Daytona that was paying off for him.
Now, one pit stop, Matt Kenseth is in. Earlier, he went a lap down because he had a valve stem knocked off one of his rear tires. He got back on the lead lap at the end of stage 1, and here he is with 3 to go in stage 2, making a stop. Stage points on the line and a playoff point for the stage winner. Denny Hamlin wants to lead all the way here. Kevin Harvick, Jimmy Johnson may have something to say about it, or Truex, Blaney, coming up the outside.
Don't forget Eric Jones, he's sitting in there too.
Pit road will close this time with 2 to go in the stage. Here are the drivers who have won stages and picked up those playoff points, which carry all the way through to get you to Homestead. Martin Truex Jr., there he is on the outside. With 5 stage wins, Kevin Harvick with 3.
And Denny Hamlin has not won a stage yet this year. And I talked to Wheels, his crew chief. He said, although that's important, we've just mixed up our strategy to focus on the big picture of winning the race. Well, their strategy early on got them this track position. As he continues to lead the 11 car, he says the car is good. No complaints from Denny today.
He's got 1 lap to go to notch his first stage win of the season. Points go to the top 10, which was McMurray, now Casey Kane. 10th place. There's the battle for the last point available in stage 2.
That'll change about 9 times when we get back around here.
Sure.
I'm telling you.
And we didn't think that stage points were going to be important to Daytona, but boy, did they battle for those points, so everything is important.
Matt Kenseth trying to stay on the lead lap after leaving pit road. But even if he's passed, he'll likely be the first car 1 lap down to get the free pass. Here they come to complete stage 2. Hamlin, Harvick with a look at the lead.
Yeah, I really thought Harvick had the momentum to get that pass made.
Truex in 3rd, Jimmy Johnson on the inside coming. Up the middle, Blaney in the 21 gets 3rd. There was contact between Blaney and Truex, who ends up 4th in stage 2. Jimmy Johnson pushed back to 5th, Kyle Larson 6th. Eric Jones, Casey Kane, Kurt Busch, Jamie McMurray.
That's the 48, yeah.
Sucked the 48 around, made contact the 78. Wow, man, what a move. Wow.
Caution is out, and Denny Hamlin wins caution-free stage number 2 at Talladega. He's involved in the pre-race ceremonies today. He's hanging out in Chase Elliott's pit, or he's hanging out with the Hooters girl. You decide.
He's hanging out, seeing a great race at Talladega is what he's seeing.
I don't know about that, but this guy right here had a great view of that stage, I can tell you that.
Denny Hamlin led 40 of 55 laps in stage 2. After strategy running in the back and strategy pitting before the end of stage 1, put him out front for the lead. Tuesday on FS1, the Yankees, who just decimated the Cubs this weekend, take a swing at Joey Votto and the Cincinnati Reds. That's Tuesday at 7 Eastern on FS1. 76 laps to go. Hamlin, stage 2 winner from Harvick and Blaney. Here's what you see on Fox Sports Go if you want to follow the race there. Car channel coverage for Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Ty Dillon. You'll see the race coverage, in-car cameras, hear the team communication, and view real-time driver stats. Go to foxsportsgo.com or download the Fox Sports Go app on your favorite device. Kyle Larson is stalled on pit road. They're going to push him back to his stall. Pit road will be open this time. Here they come, Matt.
Mike, nice rebound by Kevin Harvick in the 4. Scored some stage points here. Getting pit road in the 2nd position. Now keep an eye on Matt Holzbauer, the carrier. Eric Maycroft in the front, hitting those locks. Going to go for 4 tires on the 4. Meanwhile, the 78 of Truex, and I just don't know how I saved that one. Just short of the start finish. A little bit of damage on the 78. 4 tires for him as well, Vince.
Ryan Blaney, that 21, bottom left of your screen, finished 2nd at Daytona. Pits from 3rd place today, but they're real concerned about that damage on the right front after the contact with Truex, Jamie.
The 11 of Denny Hamlin said the car's driving great, right sides only. He told his team, guys, I want to keep track position the rest of the way. Don't expect him to drop back again.
Hamlin wins the race off pit road, but Eric Jones and Brad Keselowski with 2 tire changes move way up. Trying to repair the right front fender damage on Ryan Blaney's car.
Let's talk to Denny Hamlin. What do you say? Hey, Denny Hamlin, SDW, you got me, buddy? Man, the race started, we said, what's Denny doing? And now at the end of this stage, you won that thing, you want to keep track position, car looks pretty fast. What do you think, pal?
Yeah, just trying to manage risk. You know, statistics show you don't want to be anywhere from 7th to 18th. That's typically where the wreck starts. So I was in the middle of that spot. I didn't want to be there, so I backed out. Then tried to play the strategy to try to get the track position for stage 2, and it worked out for us.
All right, well, you're doing a great job, buddy. Car looks good out front. Keep it up.
Hamlin led 40 of the 55 laps in stage 2. Stage 3 to bring it home, coming right up here on Fox.
Wins, you win. Visit Hooters24.com now. Laps away. Let's wait overtime. That's the trophy, the winner here at Talladega, and the Geico 500 will get. Made of iron, the Roman god of fire and forge in honor of that. All right, so the ultimate winner we're waiting on, the stage 1 winner, Brad Keselowski. Stage 2 winner moments ago, Denny Hamlin. And Hamlin, Michael, it's funny, he said on the radio earlier when they asked him about getting to the front, he said, I'm not going to be able to get there. I'm just going to try to avoid the wreck that is going to happen. Well, he's led the most laps, and he's coming on back-to-back top 10 finishes, searching for his first win of the year.
And I agree with everything Denny said. The wreck is going to happen. These cars are juking and jiving 3 and 4 wide. It's really treacherous back in the pack. And I love how these drivers have figured out a way to get to the front and take control of the race. Dictate how the pace is run, what lane is blocking, what lane means you're going to pass in. The guys up front are in control.
3rd straight race that he's led, and Brad Keselowski, who's currently 3rd, said the moves to me are like a game of chess, and I enjoy that game. He's enjoying this race, and so are Darrell, Jeff, and Mike.
Clint Boyer had an uncontrolled tire in his pit. He'll restart tail end of the longest line. We'll show you a look at that for number 14. And there it goes. Just out of reach. You're only allowed so many men over the pit wall. He couldn't jump over and get that. They're approaching the Geico restart zone, and after that run to the end of stage 2, Martin Truex said on the in-car radio, if Ryan Blaney tries that again, he's going around. I had to clean that up one. A lot. Green flag.
That is exactly what he said, but it's close.
It's a pretty wild and aggressive move, too, in that stage. Pretty aggressive move by Matt Kenseth coming down pit road. Didn't work worked so well for him after coming to the end of stage 1, but worked out perfectly here at the end of stage 2.
Toyota teammates up front.
I just got to tell you, Matt Kenseth's normally a stage 3 driver. He normally is.
Well, he's in position for that now. Danica Patrick taking 3 wide to the outside of Chase Elliott with a little help from behind as well.
Well, you just get those big old runs and you just hope you got somewhere to go when you get there.
Patrick got some help way up on the top side of the racetrack. Trevor Bayne and Austin Dillon right behind.
Now, Mike, it looks like that 10 car's got a lot of trash on their grill. That's where they had to take that thing up from contact earlier.
Self-inflicted.
Yes.
Yeah, right at the start of the race when we got the green.
Tell you that outside line up there where Danica isn't going somewhere.
Here's Matt.
10 car looks like it's had a great day at Martinsville more than Talladega. The car was loose for Danica Patrick earlier in the race. They made a couple of different adjustments on those stops. She says that it really feels like it's in the racetrack like she wants now, just trying to settle in, pick the right line at the right time.
Well, we got to adjust for that severe underbite she got when she rammed into David Reagan on the start. Out front trying to give Joe Gibbs his first checkered flag of the season. Now Denny Hamlin in front of his teammate. They're side by side. By this time last year, Joe Gibbs Toyotas had won 5 of the 9 races.
I think they got
Big push from Brad Keselowski to the 11 at Hamlin.
But they got that green car. He's going to have a whole lot to say about who wins this stage.
He knows what it's like to be out front, taking control of this race. He doesn't want anybody else, especially Denny Hamlin, to be out there. There he goes.
I think he's the guy that when it comes time to go to the pay window, he'll be the first one there.
Wow, that was a great move. He was actually able to clear Denny Hamlin, get up in front of him. When you talk about really good restrictor plate drivers, that's what they know to do. They know how to get that push from behind, make the move at the right time, side draft in the right place, enter in the corner, and complete the pass all by yourself. Well, sort of all by yourself.
Sponsor for Brad, Fitzgerald glider kits. He's not gliding along. And those aren't little balsa wood airplanes. They make a kit that goes on tractor trailers to improve both aero and engine efficiency.
Yeah.
First time they've been on the Penske Ford.
If you've been driving down the highway in recent years, you realize that these trucks hauling things up and down the highways start to look more like spaceships.
You know, now we have robotic cameras right on the wall to give you these great shots. But back when CBS had the Daytona and Talladega races in the 80s and 90s, we had Joe Sakota. Look how close he is to the turn 4 wall with a camera right near the cars, just wearing a helmet and a bubble mask. Joe passed away a week and a half ago. Boy, he was a pioneer in putting racing on television, and we salute his memory as we crank it up.
Pretty good.
almost got into Jimmy Johnson, trying to get to the bottom. And here is how those robotic cameras are run today from a video game type console in the safety of the Fox production compound. Those cameras sit right on top of the wall. Our cameramen, fortunately, don't have to anymore, but thanks to Joe Sakota and those like him.
Well, the bump from Johnny Logano to the rear bumper of Jimmy Johnson, he almost went around.
I don't know how you got one. Look, this thing's getting ready to explode. I just got to tell you, I mean, I can feel it. Look at these guys. And Danica's right up in there. She's running ninth right now. But watch this. This is just a bump.
There was nothing. It just seemed like nothing, but it almost turned him around.
If you want somebody running back at me 190 miles an hour, woohoo!
Especially if you're not going exactly straight when it happens.
I don't know if I call that nothing or not, but goodness.
Well, it just didn't look like it was nothing. But I think it's about where you touch the rear bumper. It's not about how hard you push on that rear bumper. Very sensitive, these cars.
Keselowski just drove into a hole that was not there in front of Jimmy Johnson.
Right now what we're seeing, Mike, is these guys are positioning themselves for the end of this race. Get up front, stay up front, whatever it takes.
63 laps to go. 2 Fords, Toyota, Chevy, and 3 more Fords out front.
Viagra single pack.
60 laps to go. It's the first time a Hendrick Chevrolet has led today. It's Jimmy Johnson. Forging his way to the front ahead of Kevin Harvick, Trevor Bayne, and Matt Kenseth, and rookie Eric Jones.
And Jimmy Johnson wiggled his way to the front because everybody that hit him got him sideways. I think he said, I got to get out of here. I got to get up front. You can never rest. There's never an opportunity to say, I'm in the clearing. Nobody's on my rear bumper. Somebody is on your bumper all the time.
The second you rest, DW, as you know, that's when you go backwards. That's when something happens. You got to stay on top of everything going on around you at all times.
Look who's in 9th place, 5th back on the inside, Eric Almirola. We gave you the odds on the favorites at the top of the day and said he was a long shot at what, 40, 50 to 1? There he is in the top 10. A good 30 cars still have a shot at this one with 59 laps to go.
He won the Xfinity race yesterday. Got some confidence and a good race car today.
So let's take a listen live at how these spotters help their drivers worry less with our Liberty Mutual Insurance spotter guide.
Checking up a little bit here. For the 20 side, you're good. You're outside. 17 to 13, still rolling good. You're 21 to 17. Out back. Nothing through the third. 18 if you want. Outside 18. Two inside. All even. 2 by 2. 5 by 2. You got the 21 step on the line now. That's going to be right here. 35. Stop up here.